Hattiesburg, thanks for joining us for this COVID-19 and city news briefing for Friday, March 12th. Today's numbers, these are system-wide numbers from Mayor Health Wesley and Forest General. Today we have 39 people who are COVID positive in our two hospitals. That is 3 under where we've been for the last 2 weeks. And of those 39, 13 are in the ICU, slightly above where we've been for the last 2 weeks. As you can see, hospital numbers continue to drop down. Getting under 40 is a big deal for us, especially considering that number was at 118 at the first part of this year. And so continuing to make good progress there. We have seen our ICU numbers creep up just a little bit in recent days, so we want to keep an eye on that. Statewide today, there were 763 new cases reported. That's been the second or third day in a row that we've seen kind of numbers increase. So we want to keep an eye on that, particularly going into spring break. 19 new deaths were reported, and unfortunately 2 of those new deaths were in Forest County. We send our thoughts and condolences to those families. Brings totals to date 140 COVID-related deaths in Forest County and 84 in Lamar. New positive cases today, Forest County had 17, Lamar County had 10, and since this began just over a year ago, Forest County has seen a total of 7,353 total infections. Lamar County has seen 5,972. Our 5-day average, Lamar County continues to lead the way in this, continuing to get in those single digits. Forest County hasn't quite made it there yet, but we're hoping with a couple of good weeks we can do that as well. Our inside 14-day number, this is a positive spot for us. The inside 14-day number is the number of people who have tested positive in the last 2 weeks. It gives you an idea of how many infections your active cases your community might be having. So there's 194 in Forest County right now, and in Lamar County that number now stands at 114. This is also a good number that's making significant strides as we continue to bring both counties now under 200. Compared to a week ago, our Forest County's inside 14-day number was 301, so we're down by over 100. Lamar County's was at 179, they're down at 114, and so total metro area now 308 inside 14-day. Our goals, hospitalizations, down by 2 from a week ago. ICU admissions, however, up by 4. Our goals continue to be protecting the vulnerable, those people who are over the age of 60, people with underlying or chronic health conditions. Second goal was to prevent overrun of the healthcare system by slowing the spread and continuing to prioritize public health while the private sector is operating at full speed right now. We lean on the widespread availability of testing and wanted to continue to remind you that you still have the Cough and Fever Clinic. You have CE Roy on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 12. You have Semrise Clinic from 9 to 9 on Saturday and Sunday. Continue to wear masks. We continue to watch our own data, listen to all voices, and continue to promote access to and equity in vaccinations. So a positive number for our local data is that we're at the lowest inside 14-day number since September 23rd. That's a big deal, especially, like I said, considering that about 3 months ago we were right at 1,200, that inside 14-day, now down to 303 metro area wide. And so those are good things. But we want to make sure that as we go into spring break, we don't see a spring break surge. We have to continue being vigilant. I know that Southern Miss has no spring break this year because of the consolidated schedule, but William Carey comes back from spring break this weekend. A lot of our K through 12 schools are going out of town for spring break, or will at least be out, not in school, and so we tend to get on these holidays and spring breaks. We tend to get a little lax. So I want to encourage you to continue wearing your mask when you're in public and practicing social distancing. Most importantly, though, we want to continue getting people in to get vaccinated because that is what will bring this to a close. A couple of opportunities for you. Hattiesburg Clinic, Healthworks Immunization Clinic, there will be some new slots that open Monday at 8:30, and you can book on Iris or book by phone. Watch the city's Facebook page. We'll post when those slots come open, but Monday at 8:30, they'll have over 1,000 new slots for first-time doses. Winn-Dixie out of 98 is actually supplying vaccines now, but you have to book online, winndixie.com/COVID-vaccine, and of course also Walmart, walmart.com/CP/1228302 to book an appointment there, and of course Lake Terrace, but no available appointments right now. When those open up, we'll post those as well. Some city news for you. Paving continues. We finished up West 7th Street all the way to North 25th Avenue and covered Montrose Avenue in the Highlands neighborhood. They have now moved up to the Country Club off Classic Drive. They'll be next week. And finally, a couple acts of courage for you. Yesterday, of course, was the 1-year anniversary from when the first COVID case came to Mississippi, and it was right here in Hattiesburg. And since then, we've been through so much as a community. And last night, we recognized the 224 people in our community between Forest and Lamar counties who have passed away because of COVID. And in Town Square Park, through this evening, there will be 224 chairs, empty chairs, that are set up to symbolize the people who are not with us anymore, the people who have left open chairs in dining rooms and living rooms and in church pews and offices. It was a very moving ceremony with a great word from Pastor Jeff Clark from Venture and Pastor Arthur Siggers from Mount Olive, as well as Reverend Amy Davis. We also heard from Dr. Brian Batson and Matthew Banks from Mayor Toby Barker on the need to keep pushing forward, to keep doing the right things, because we can bring this thing to a close in the coming months if we will just stay vigilant. Also today was Paint the City Red Day in the city of Hattiesburg, and so many folks wore red or put red in their yards or on their mailboxes in honor of our healthcare workers. Our first responders from several agencies in Forest and Lamar County, as well as the city of Hattiesburg, did parades through parking lots at Forest General and Merit Health Wesley. To all of our healthcare workers, we'll never be able to say thank you enough for your service and for putting yourself in harm's way to take care of our community over the past year. As we go into the weekend, remember to wash your hands, take care of yourself, wear a mask if you go out in public, do only what is essential. Remember, you're safer at home. Have a great weekend.